Oh shit. I guess we're on. What is up, y'all? It looks like the man of the hour is lagging a little bit behind, so you are stuck with my mug. Wink, wink. How's everybody doing out there? Throw some comments. I can't see anybody commenting. If anybody's commenting, I haven't seen anybody pop up yet. Happy hump day, y'all. Happy hump day. Happy birthday to BG. Got a little bit Hindu Kush going right now. Wait for some people to pile in. Those of you that are hanging out in the Patreon smoke shop, you want to hop on. I put the code in Instant Messenger. You should be ready to go. Just pop it in. You'll be ready to roll.
Baby, you do really smoke weed?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. What do we got? 9 or 10 people hanging out. You know what? I was gonna hit up BG and give him a little bit of shit right now, but it's his birthday. He can be late. Just sort of slapped together last minute anyway, because we had a couple things we were trying to figure out. What up, Mike? Had a couple things we were going to figure out, and then I just said, "What the hell, man? Let's get some people to pile in and say what's up, and say happy birthday to the man BG. What it do? What it do? We got a couple Facebook users here. That's okay. It usually fixes itself sometime after the broadcast has started, but we have a few people. Anybody wants to come on, throw some happy birthdays to BG in the comments section. I am literally just hanging out, just kicking back, just real happy that it is hump day. It's been a dookie week. Oh shit, we got somebody live and direct. Hey, birthday man.
What's good, man? I'm on the regular. I'm not on Wi-Fi, so it might get choppy. I might not be on here long, man.
It looks good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. What's good, man? Shit, it's my birthday, baby. I'm not moving around, man. Shit, you know what I mean?
Oh man, look who we got. We got Facebook user, we got Facebook user, and Facebook user are here. So those three folks are saying happy birthday to you. Andrew Pace is in the house. Bobby McLean's in the house. Mike's in the house.
You know, it's my motherfucking birthday today, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do it real big, like 5-time championship big around this motherfucker, man. Y'all better follow the stories, baby.
All they can go get is me a glass of Moet. All right, I like it.
Shit. I mean, if don't nobody love you, you gotta love you before anybody else can love you. Fuck. You know what I'm saying?
And I love me some me.
Man.
So what do you got going on today, man? So you've been running around doing shit?
Man, you know, little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know, running around trying to get some shit. I want to get straight. I had to make sure I got that 88 legacy lineage dropped today. So if y'all haven't checked that out, make sure and go read the story about the 12 total number of 88s that wore 88 for the Dallas Cowboys. So I was excited to get that out on my birthday because, you know, Drew Pearson is my favorite all-time Dallas Cowboy and NFL player. You know what I mean? So I'm really excited. He's going to get into the Hall of Fame this fall. Much overdue, you think?
Why are you bullshitting, BJ? There hasn't been 12 88s. There's no way that's possible.
Yeah, there is, man.
Is there some sort of documentation?
Oh, we don't do shit for clicks and likes around this motherfucker, man. Research and development matters. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the research, those that provided the research. We've actually included some story or some fans from OAT in there to actually cement it for that boots on ground feel. But yeah, no, we don't do shit for clicks and likes. Thanks for bringing that up. No, they're all documented. There's even one that got murdered and it's still unsolved to this day. So you need to go check that out, man.
Good golly. You got everybody hollering at you for your birthday today, man. So you're 25. You turned 25 today. Congratulations.
Man, fuck that. I'm 47. That's the new 30. Don't let nobody else tell you. There's no age restriction on the internet. You can buy what the fuck you want. You can say what the fuck, well, almost, except for on Facebook. But you know what I'm saying, right?
there's a big difference between 47-year-olds when we were 15, 16, 17 years old and 47-year-olds right now that we happen to be. So I'm real happy and very proud to be part of that 47 club myself. I'm a little bit closer to the other number. I'll be there around Halloween, but it ain't so bad, man. It ain't so bad. We're doing good.
Not at all, man. It's like my father used to tell me, and I used to always love that. He used to say, another year of wisdom under your belt.
Exactly. And I'm learning shit every year. That's for sure, man. So what do you want? You're on location, just hanging out around town?
Yeah, I'm just stopping for a break, man. I had to get some coffee. You know what I mean? I know I had to post up. I didn't want to be, and driving. And, I hate that shit when I'm watching people, dedicate your time to the show. Don't be a sideshow. You know what I mean? So I'm part here with you guys, especially on my birthday. I appreciate you. Hell, I told you I was confused, man. I thought today was Tuesday, man. I was confused there for a minute. I was like, we ain't got a show till tomorrow, man. What are you talking about?
There's something going on with that, man. I was talking to Cal a little earlier, and he was like, I thought it was Thursday. And yesterday, I thought it was, actually today, I thought it was Tuesday. I wrote an email to my boss yesterday, like, hey, make sure, shit's cleared out the way when I get in there early in the morning, because I don't want to have to deal with no truck. And I get in this morning and I'm like, oh, there's no truck today. So I don't know. Maybe there's something in the air.
It's a little routine, man. That's why you can't fall in that fucking deep sleep in that off season, like about 7,000 fans on our group are in right now. You fall into that deep sleep, man. You know what I mean? You're going to lose track of your days.
20 Twin says happy birthday.
What's up, Twin? I see you, baby. Appreciate the love. Everybody tagging me on their photos, man. I appreciate that.
Bobby McLean saying had a long day at work. He would jump on, blah, can't do it. No problem.
Oh, man, Bobby, you got enough credit, baby. You always here, man. You can miss the next 5 shows and your credit's still good, Bobby. Appreciate it.
I was going to say that. Andrew Pace, it's good to see you too, man. Missed you yesterday on TCSP, and I actually texted you because it's not normal that I don't see your name in the comment section for the podcast, no matter what podcast that might be. So hope you're all right. It's good to see you're all right. If you're not all right, at least you're close to a phone so you can get help. Oh, shit. Oh, man. So we've got Facebook user equals hardcore. Yeah, I had a little funny joke about that earlier. He's saying basically anytime there's a Facebook user, it's Brian. So we get that now. But yeah,
where the hang up was, a lot of folks don't know you got to have your ghost admins in the back. See, for all you new creators out there maybe watching this show, this is a creator problem segment right here, right? You run a fan page on Facebook, you can't be the only admin on that fan page. Because if something happens, like, these haters report you and then you get put in a holding cell for 24 hours, and in worst case scenario, you get locked up for 30 days and then your ass go upstate and lose your account. Well, guess what? You're not getting back in that fan account. But shout out to Brian Heron. He's a ghost admin over there at the Legacy or Built Different group. So I think that's where the mix-up was when he was trying to comment, because Facebook was like, no, you know what I mean? So
okay,
he got it straight.
All right. Now I was trying to put it together. I'm like, BG, I go on tangents too. I'm trying to figure out what the point was that you were getting to. And then right as you were saying it, I was like, all right, now I get it. And that's exactly the problem too. If anybody who's admins, sometimes Facebook doesn't log you out as an admin from whatever page you're on, and you're not necessarily, commenting as yourself. You're commenting as an admin for a page and blah, 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 blah.
Now that's in case you get taken out of the game. In the case I get taken out of the game, you got backups and I got backup. I can go to my man Twin over there and he can get me back in, add me as an admin back to the page so the page stays safe. That's how we lost the first Legacy group page. Had over 5,000 followers on there. And I was streaming. That was a rookie mistake. I was streaming the live Hall of Fame game. Shout out Hall of Fame game. We got the Steelers and the Cowboys this fall, right? With Drew getting in there and Jimmy getting in there. But we had, I think it was Arizona and somebody else that year. And I was streaming. I had over 1,000 people on the live. And my dumbass tagged each team. And before I knew it, I was shut down. They shut the live stream down. Then they shut the whole fucking page down. They said, you big dummy. How you going to tag an illegal stream on the fucking people that's on the damn shit? You know what I mean? So we lost the whole page because I didn't have no backup admins. And that's why we shared it with you. You know what I mean? So shout out Twin, baby.
Good looking at that. Reminds me of a quick story I'm going to tell about watching the Tyson Holyfield fight back in the day in Miami. And understand, growing up in Miami, you know a little bit more than some of the people that you're rubbing elbows with in the world. But and we grew up really fast. But something flashes on the screen. Call this number right now for your free Mike Tyson Holyfield T-shirt. And I just picked up the phone right the fuck away. Called it. Boom, 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 boom. All right, you're in the running, or you're going to get it mailed to you. The next day, FCC came out, knocked on my door, and handed me a bill for like $1,500 and said, we caught you.
Damn.
because I was watching it on illegal cable, man. But I
Oh
still called.
shit.
So I called that number, and they were like, "Okay, that's another dumbass who decided to call." They basically told on themselves. That was really one of the only times in my life that has happened. The last time something like that has happened. But yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. That is pretty crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Always
it's
great to have a
amazing. The
twin.
longer it's amazing, the longer we stick around this place we call the world, whether it be flat or round for whoever I'm talking to out there, you know what I mean? You can learn a lot of shit and what not to do. You know what I'm saying?
That's the truth, man. So you are on your birthday, 47 years old. You're fucking with that Jack Herrera. Is that what you got going on?
Bro, man, look, Jack is my new best fucking friend, man. I'm telling you.
If you like sativas,
Like,
you like
I
Jack.
I went back this morning for the early bird, right before when the dispensary was opening there for the early bird, 15% off where I'm at. You know what I mean? I went in there and I had already bought off the half-ounce bags they had. I had to go buy a quarter. I told her, piece me up another ounce. You know what I mean? Y'all need to order some more of that shit. You know what I mean? It's like my new best friend.
Yep. It's popular, man. It's popular, man. Rest in peace to Jack Herrera, man.
And like I was talking about earlier on the live today, like Jack Herrera is only 14%. And you guys know I'm always like, 25 or better. You know, I'm that guy. You know what I mean? I ain't smoking unless it's 25 or better. Bring me that pheasantry bullshit. But this is 14%, man. And it's the fucking flower, the texture. Man, I'm gonna tell you, if you like sativas, you're gonna love Jack Herrera if you never tried it. And matter of fact, you know a little bit about who Jack Herrera is and how that strain got started, right, Bob?
Yeah, man. He was an author, a cannabis enthusiast. He was pushing cannabis and pushing hemp very early on. There are a couple scientists and hemp experts that have gone out and disproved some of his theories and whatnot, but he was always on the front lines trying to make things legal. And he died, I think he was about 70 years old. I think it might have been 11 years ago. He died of a heart attack. He had some health issues, but he was sort of the face. I believe they called him the Hemperor is what his nickname was. He was the Hemperor. Yeah. So he was a big deal. When I was growing up, reading about guys like Ed Rosenthal and some of the real like first growers, Jack Herrera's name got thrown in there. And the one thing is, I don't really know 100%. For as much as I do know, I don't know whether that strain happened before he passed away or after he passed away. I feel like he created it, but it seems odd that you would name it your first name and last name if you created it. but yeah, it's a very powerful sativa, man. I've actually had it in another strain called XJ13, which is Jack Herrera and G13 crossed, which is just kick you in the face. So that Jack Herrera is that great sativa, and that G13 is that governmentally grown 13th plant that is just smells like pineapples. It is glorious. I was actually talking to Mike Rock earlier, man. He hit me up on a message. He was saying, why don't you guys talk a little bit further about that THC percentage issue, which is, something I guess we could talk about a little bit. I mean, I know that you are self-proclaimed at one point. You were going solely on, if you were to look at a strain, you'd be like, okay, cool, I might like that. But then you look at that number, and if that number's not high enough for you, I would venture to say you probably wouldn't fuck with it, or you were just solely searching out some high number THC.
I'm gonna just tell you what it was. I mean, I was new. All this shit I did by myself. Like I told you, I had to YouTube a video how to roll a blunt, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? Until I got next to this guy here with me who helped me get my medical license, my medical card here in Washington State. But I was just in there and I was looking, and I mean, as a newbie going in, you know what the fuck you buying. And a lot of times this holistic journey that I'm on in terms of finding the right, the right medicine, to give you the right results, that's another step of this as well. But going in, I'm just looking at the numbers and I'm like, oh, the higher number must mean it's stronger. So I'm like, I'm going for whatever the highest one they bring me. And then I get to trying these different things. And then I'm like, after I hit Jack Herrera, and I'm just like, nah, man, it don't work like that. You know what I mean? It's not, that can mean one thing, I guess, in terms of marketability. But at the end of the day, you can't use that as what you're going to choose your medicine on, in terms of this has got to be a process. Like I said, when you crack that seal on the Jack Herrera, the smell, like I think you or your brother had said that at first, what you can, when you're smelling, you can react to that. That's your body, that's your brain telling you that's going to be good.
Yeah.
That's what I get from Jack Herrera. Some of them others, not so much, even though percentages is higher, but I still buy it because I'm thinking, I'm getting, better weed, but it's a journey. So I'm stuck with Jack, man, until I can't find nobody else. So I'm gonna go out here to the farm and find out where they grow it.
It's a pretty hardy strain, man. You can grow it. Since you're able to grow it, I can definitely get you the means and ways to get Jack Herrera grown. I have a lot of his seeds right now. Yeah, man,
I like how
that's
you think
crazy.
I did that, though.
You like that? A little
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Yeah, man. I actually just harvested all that Dark Devil, which is pretty cool. It's in my tent right now, drying off. I don't really know how much I harvested. I didn't really weigh it or anything like that. I wasn't exactly happy with it, if I'm being honest. As cool, as beautiful as it is, it's very dark purple, maroon. I didn't like the bud structure. There was just a lot of stuff that I didn't love about it. So I'm hoping maybe I can squeeze in another grow before we start deciding to sell our condo, which hopefully we're going to get done by the end of the year. This year, we aimed for it during the COVID time, but it wasn't working. But yeah, man, that go back to that Jack Herrera, man. That's a very popular sativa, and obviously not something I stayed away from because I know how strong it is, and there's always a high THC number attached to it. I know that there's one strain at my dispensary that I don't smoke anymore because I found out I just felt like it wasn't getting me the same effect as some of the other strains, and I went back and looked at it, and it literally said 11 to 12% THC on it. And that's how I know that the dispensary I shop at has correct numbers on their shit because they were dead right. There was such a low amount of THC in that particular strain. I kept smoking it and I was like, damn, I just wasn't feeling it. It tastes and smells great, man. But I just didn't mess with it anymore after that just because it wasn't working for me. But it hit on the other notes, like that smell. It's just like sitting down and having a meal in front of you, man. If you look at it and that baked potato looks good and that butter's melting, you react to it real well. You know you're probably going to enjoy it. And that's really what you should shop with is that.
Oh, man, it's a doozy to roll too, man. It's sticky, like Snoop would say, sticky, icky, icky.
Sticky, icky.
It's so sticky, man. I ain't never had this happen. Shout out Royal Blunts, Hemperillos. Y'all know I smoke them hemp wraps. Normally, them Swisher wraps will come apart. You know what I mean? With sticky fingers, the different layers. Well, I had a Hemperillo come loose on me today as a result with this Jack hair because it's so sticky. I'm like, whoa! I'm like, how did that happen? I ain't never seen that happen.
Yeah, massive trichome production on that plant, man. It's just really good, man. It's and I know I'm pigeonholing myself, staying away from the sativas, but they just get me a little anxious sometimes. But they're beautiful. They usually have the smells that I don't smell in a lot of indicas. I wound up smoking hybrids trying to get those nice floral scents and those strawberry smells. Bobby McLean asking if I made a video. I did make a video. I took a video every day for about 15 days. I'm just in the middle of putting it all together. I'm brand new at this, man. So I apologize to all my patrons. I apologize to anybody who's looking for it on YouTube. I'm trying my best to get this done. I just don't want to put something out that looks like it took me 5 minutes to put together. So I'm taking all of my footage, all of my video, all of my still frames, and I'm going to break it up into a few different videos until we get to harvest on it, which is going to be hopefully pretty soon, man. But yes, I documented it.
That's called creator OCD, man. Just put that shit out, man. People don't care. Like I said, they just want to see that baby. You know what I mean?
That's
I
true.
understand where you're coming from because I'm the same way, man. That's why I wanted to make sure I wrote that 88 legacy story early because normally I'll write and publish within 24 hours, but I had to sit on there, sleep on a couple times. But I understand what you're saying, man. Don't get too OCD over there, man. Put that shit out there, man. You know what I mean? You want to see
It's literally more so that I don't know what I'm doing fully yet, more than it is me trying to be a perfectionist.
I don't know what I'm doing here either. That's why I follow you, bro. So you know what I mean? We're all kind of on this thing together.
Bobby Max, say, take your time, man. I am. Unfortunately, I am, which is what's leading you to ask me the question. Hey, didn't you have a grow going? You were going to video? Yeah.
Bobby trying to win vote free shit. I thought Bobby wasn't even on the line. What happened? Bobby got back in there?
Bobby's here. Brian, I sent you that link. Did it not work? Yeah, you should get on, man. Anybody who's in my Patreon smoke shop who wants to jump in right now, just go ahead. That first message I put up there that had the StreamYard thing attached to it, up at the top of that, it's going to have the link. That's what you have to click to get in to hang out for a little bit. But yeah, so man, 47 years old, man. That's pretty cool, man. You got any plans for the rest of the day?
Man, I don't know, man. Stick around. Y'all got to follow me on stories. You know what I mean? I might be here. I might be there. I might go to fucking sleep. I don't know, man. Y'all gotta follow me on stories so you can find out. You know what I mean?
He said you got to follow him on stories. You better be on it, man. Send me a link if you see this. All right, we've got a couple of people trying to get in. Hold on. All right, Brian. So I just sent you the link again. Oh man. Whew. I've got some Hindu Kush burning right now, and I should put it down because it is straight up 100% indica. It's only 4:20 right now, and I don't want to go to bed too early. So I've been hearing, and obviously this is the time for this shit to happen, and I'm going to break a little bit of a rule. But since you're rocking that dope ass hat right now, I've seen more and more the possibility of no matter whether we are franchise tagging or signing Dak for a long-term agreement, that we are, yes, Sarah, we can see you, that we are probably going to draft a quarterback in this draft. I don't know if it's going to be number 10, but they say that it's a good idea, if you will. I didn't mean to say probably because that's speculation as hell. I'm just saying. Some folks are saying that we should. You have an opinion on that?
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah.
What up?
Man,
What
yeah.
up? Happy birthday, 2020 twin.
2020 Atlanta. What's good, baby?
Damn fucking what a day after a month and a day after. Or before, I should say. I'm sorry.
I'm
I don't know.
stoked.
You know what I was trying to say.
What the fuck
Ain't no
mask y'all do in Atlanta? But okay, dog, I got you. No, but getting back to your question, Bob. I mean, wasn't Troy Aikman just at the University of Texas today taking photos on his Instagram? Who grandson go to college over there?
Yeah, and I actually, if we're going to be talking about that, he's kind of popping up everywhere. Troy Aikman wasn't exactly a social media guy for a long time, man, but I've seen him a lot more over the last year, which is kind of
Bro,
crazy.
he checked me on Instagram, man. That dude got a rep, man. That dude is out there, bro. He's about it, man. Like, he's got a good team, whether it's him or he got a good social media team with a good campaign. That's why he's out there at Dion's shit. You know what I mean? And doing those things. There's a reason. You know what I mean? Troy gonna be bigger than Troy on the TV. You know what I'm saying? Troy do some other shit.
That's that new bug
It
called
is.
hardcore.
That's hardcore, huh? Oh shit, man.
How you
What
been,
strain is
Bob?
that? I'm good, man. I'm just
What
hanging
kind
out.
of strain is it? Shit,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I didn't even ask him, man. I just kind of, went in to the bait shop. He went to the back, got my shit. Peace, deuces.
Yeah,
I never really get anything
It's
bad.
green and it's sticky, huh? It's green and it's sticky. It's good to me, huh?
It's green and sticky. It's my medicine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mo. What up, Mike?
What up?
We got lots of people.
There you go.
Yeah.
SBG
There it is.
in the house, baby. 88 poster winner, man. First one to comment on the
Oh,
article.
man.
What up,
Got
baby?
Bobby on the line.
Cheers, BG. Cheers.
What's up,
Thank you,
Bobby?
man.
We got the quad beads on this bitch now. Shit.
Mike, wait, someone keeps putting smell-o-vision. Who is that, Bobby? Yeah, I know, right? Can you imagine what would happen right now? Yeah, we're just smoking out right now.
Bob, Barry, Brian, and fucking Bobby.
That's Mike.
A bunch of white
Oh,
dudes.
that's right. Oh, my bad. I thought Bobby was on. Damn, I need to
Bobby said he was going to get on, but he had a long day at work, and it's hump day. He's just trying to get over the hump, I think. Sarah, what's up? So yeah, man. Happy birthday, Barry. Happy birthday, man. We've been following. We've been messing with you for a while, man. Since the beginning of OAT. That's why I made sure that I streamed this directly to OAT because I know that's where it's going. I think it's going to my page OAT. Maybe I don't know if I put it to Bill different, but I wanted everybody to be able to at least check it out and throw some happy birthdays your way, man. It's been real cool fucking around with you for the last few years, man, and being part of OAT and all that stuff. I have been admittedly slacking on my admin duties in OAT, man. But I skip away whenever I can, man.
And it's the off season.
It's the off season.
What the fuck is that?
What's that do?
I don't know, man.
That's
Them
like-
other 7,000 fans in OAT. Thank you for streaming that in OAT. But them other 7,000 fans that ain't engaged, y'all see me post that photo. Shout out to the 10,000 of y'all that's active. You know what I mean? But ain't no such thing as an off season.
Not at
what
all.
gets me is the people that read the post but don't like it or don't comment. You know what I mean? It's just like, what the fuck, dude? How long does it take?
Those are the
Nah,
fans,
bro.
man. They
Got
take
a
up.
bunch of people, got a bunch of people look-a-hooing, man. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of lookers.
Everyone plays a part in some way, shape, or form. Everyone's part of it. Sarah says this is awesome. It is awesome. It's always good to get to hang out and chill out. You don't turn 47 every year unless you've just been, bullshitting for a few years. How old are you? 52? Really?
Yeah, no, Sarah built different. She got that fucking tattoo. She was hitting me up earlier. So we going live and smoking, or we going on Swerve Groupers and smoking today? Let me know. I'm like,
Sarah, the link is inside the Patreon Smoke Shop Instant Messenger thing. So unless you're not in that, unless that's an old account, I mean, so if you want to try and jump in and say hello.
It's a little off subject. What's the weather in y'all states right now? It's 74 here, man. Fucking gorgeous.
Mid-40s here.
40s? Woo.
In Seattle, mid-40s, yeah.
Damn.
I'm at 40 degrees right now, and in about I'd say in about a half an hour, there's a 90% chance of snow. So probably get snowed on for the next
Imagine that in Colorado.
4 hours. Yeah, it's the month, man. December, January, February. That's pretty much our winter.
I couldn't handle it up north, man. I don't know how people do it up there, man. Snow, plowing and shoveling snow and shit. There ain't no way, man.
I haven't had to do that. I mean, I happen to we're at a condo, but it's not like even when it really, really snows, the most I ever do is just take a broom and get all the snow off of both of our cars. Like they plow through pretty well, man. I mean, it's not like it was in like 1973 in fucking Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Like it was like painstaking, and you had to shovel yourself out of your house and shit. I'm sure there's a lot of times where it snows pretty heavily like that, but it's not like it's still cold. I mean, Sarah says it's 35. Simon says it's 70. Of course, it's 70 in Florida. Come on, you don't tell me that ever. It's always 70. You got up to 38 in Iowa City. Congratulations out there, Bobby. Climbed all the way up to 38 degrees.
That's
hardcore,
gotta
man.
suck, man.
It's about what it is when I get up in the morning, about 30 degrees.
Yeah.
man, it's only 1 degree to keep it at, baby, and that's like juvenile. Y'all know what that shit is? 400 degrees. You know what I mean?
The cold and snow doesn't bother you. Yeah, you know what? I grew up in Miami, man, and I was dying to live in cold weather my whole life, man. I love it. I love it out here. It's only a few months out here anyway, man. It gets hot as shit out here during the summer. Fuck. Just like anything
Does
else,
it get
man.
hot out there in the summer?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And we're closer to the sun because
Well.
we're 5,200 feet above sea level out here.
Right?
Shit, man, it's been real, man. But I gotta jump off of here. I appreciate the birthday shout outs. You know, I still got a few more things I gotta run around and do. But like I said, if y'all want to see what's cracking and happening, as they say now, them young kids, what's happening, right? Follow me on stories.
All right,
Hell
BG.
yeah.
It was amazing, too. That story
Happy
was...
birthday, Slim, man. Hope you enjoy it, brother. Much love.
I read it a couple times today, actually.
Appreciate that, man. And appreciate you commenting first on the article. If y'all do go read it, do me a favor. Y'all leave a comment on the actual article that tells Google that it's pretty important. And you know what I mean? Shout out Mike Rock. We're going to hook up. I'm going to give you that poster that you won as a result of comment first, man. So appreciate you over there. Gang, good different group paying attention. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the gang. Appreciate y'all. About to go spend this birthday money right quick. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
See y'all later.
Keep it in big bills, man. Keep it in big bills.
Peace out, BJ.
So before we go out of here, I might as well ask y'all, man. Like I said, I've been hearing talk that the Cowboys should at least look for a quarterback in this draft. It doesn't have to be our
Hell
10th.
no. Nope.
You guys, do you have confidence in the backups we have right now? Really, is the question.
Who is
Go ahead, Mike.
That's a good answer. That's what I'm saying. So there you go. That's the part of the question that I was just asking right now. You're like, who the fuck? Besides Gucci Danucci, I know we have. Was it Cooper Rush?
Not to cut you off, but there's no backup, dude. And to be honest with you, a lot of people don't realize they're gonna have to pay the man because there's no other quarterback out there to get right now.
Not to be a starter. There's no way. No. I think maybe most people were kind of just thinking about because, the smart thing to do was to be franchise tagging Dak. We have to find a way to turn 18 million into 38 million in order to do that, which is going to be restructuring contracts and all that other good shit. But if it should happen where Dak goes down again, we've got a situation that's a problem because we don't have Andy Dalton anymore. He's out here in Denver.
Well, that's exactly why they have to sign him on a 4 or 5 year deal, which one they work out, because they don't have the money to, what I heard, to even sign him as to tag him.
No, that's what I was saying. They're going to have to restructure 5 or 6 people.
Right.
And we're probably talking about Zeke and Jalen and DeMarcus, anybody who's got those big ass contracts to find a way to load it up later on the back end or something like that.
Right, exactly.
That's why I don't.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Backs like that.
But I've always liked Dak, man. I followed him when he went to college. You know what I'm saying? At Mississippi State, and when they wound up drafting him, knew he'd probably take a year or so when he came in. But he's earned that contract, man. I don't care. That's their fault. They should have saved money a couple of years ago for these other quarterbacks starting getting paid, and we would have been all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't understand what that was all about, man. It's really weird. Obviously, that could be a completely different show altogether. But I don't know what was taking them so long. And again, it's almost like you have to franchise tag him again this year because he got hurt. It's not about his ability or mentally or anything like that. It's about whether he can produce on that broken, fractured fucking ankle he's got. And if it turns out that he just doesn't heal right or can't do what he used to be able to do, there's no way they're going to sign him for 4 years.
I agree with you, but the only thing I see is if they don't do it now and they tag them, and then next year, what's going to happen? Probably a couple more quarterbacks going to get paid, and that money's going to be higher.
Yeah, that's
That's
problem.
just my opinion.
Definitely got to draft one though for now, like maybe in the 10th or something, like low.
Yeah, I just didn't see much out of Danucci, whatever his name is. I mean, nah.
I think that it was unfair to ask to really judge anybody behind the offensive line that we played with this year.
Oh, absolutely.
Until the last 5 games of the season, we look pretty bad.
Yeah,
that was a killer for sure. I'm hoping this new DC, he's got to be able to do better than Nolan because Nolan sucked ass.
that's exactly. Zeke needs to get up some of that money though. If he really wants to make a team, take his boy.
Why is it like that though? Why you see this all the time? Every time a player gets a major contract, the following year they do not. They just like, I got paid. I mean, I granted what Bob's saying about the offensive line, that definitely hurt Zeke. You know what I'm saying? But you saw it with Tank Lawrence. You saw it with Lawrence. I mean, he got paid.
Yeah, I don't know
what he did.
I think there's 2 pretty big goals when you are a college student going into the NFL. One of them is to get a fucking huge contract, and the other one is to get a chance to go to the Super Bowl. If you happen to get that money before you get to that Super Bowl, looking beyond and pushing a little harder in your practice isn't really on your set of goals anymore, man. I just think it's that human nature, man. I don't really want to say the kid's greedy, man. You just gave a 24-year-old, 23-year-old fucking $30-40 million guaranteed, dude. Are you kidding me, man? Like,
it's gotten crazy.
What are you going to tell that kid, man? What are you going to tell him? You need to come early and stay late. Like, nah, dog, I don't really. I got the contract already. Now, but no one's really going to outwardly act like that. They're going to still bust their ass in practice. I'm just saying we saw a drop off, and I know that it had a little bit to do with money and losing that hunger, and it had a lot more to do with the line. But yeah, we do see that. I don't know if maybe the Zeke and DeMarcus Lawrence thing is a little bit more of a coincidence than anything else. But I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence, after he got that money, you didn't see him do shit. That it's almost undeniable. I don't know about giving any of that. If giving that money back is going to motivate them to work any harder or anything, but it'll definitely bring some better pieces into this team. You know what I mean? Like we can free up a lot of money by restructuring some contracts right now.
One other thing, little side note is I don't know about y'all, but I hate the fact that, I mean, I got spoiled back in the 90s. You got to consider I'm going to be 50 next month. So I've been a Cowboy fan since I was 6. So, do the math. 44 years, you know what I'm saying? But back then, just different era, but just they earned that star. You know what I'm saying? And these last few years, it seems like there's just no effort, and they automatically assume, since they got the star in their helmet, that they're going to win. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're right.
I mean, there may be a little bit of truth to what David Irvin was saying about, sort of like the, once you basically what he was saying is once you get to the Cowboys and you get that star, you already have to act like you're a badass, whether you're a badass or not, and regardless of what Irving said, obviously he's going to say what he says. He's in a city that has legalized weed. He's making money. He's making money out there on that same business. So of course, I mean, if his life's passion was fucking, Texas meat purveyors or something like that, and he really loved steak, he would have probably hung out in Dallas, Texas a little bit longer, but that's not the case. He had a business he wanted to.
That's a good analogy.
I'm just saying, dude, and it goes to what we were talking about. It's about business, man. And I don't know that team pride takes precedent anymore the way it used to in the 90s, like we were used to watching those teams. It was, also Jimmy he would cut you if you fucked up. So that's the one thing that we've been lacking for a long time is anybody other than Jerry casting his shadow on the team.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll be glad whenever freaking old man Jerry finally decides to quit being a GM, but we ain't got no control over that, obviously. So.
That's not
getting old. Who knows how old I'm going to be when that happens, man? Shit, I don't have that kind of time. I
know one damn thing. I'm too damn invested in it now.
Yeah. Like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and follow those Bills.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I pretty much live a Cowboys life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there's other bigger fans than me, but I'm pretty fucking hardcore, man. I'm pretty loyal to my damn team. That's all I can say. Not saying nobody else or y'all aren't. You know what I'm saying? But
we've got the shitty thing is we've gotten used to this though, man. How many years I think somewhere it was like 2005 where I realized like this isn't the 90s anymore. It's 2005. This sucks. We're getting beat by the Panthers and all these other teams, blah, blah, blah. And then from there, we just were conditioned to be like, fuck it.
Right. They had talent to get there as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember that year. I can't remember what year it was, but that one year where they got the number 1 seed, and I believe they lost at home on that snap by Romo.
Oh, yeah.
Here in Seattle.
Man, that was hateful.
That was sort of that was definitely the pinnacle of shittiness. Like that was sort of where it all came together right there. It really did. I mean,
everybody wanted to pick on Romo after that. He shouldn't have even been out there holding the ball anyway. You don't have your starting quarterback holding the ball.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, man. I don't know what that was all about. Although I think maybe I don't know. A lot of people speculated that play was supposed to be a fake, and that bobble was because he was supposed to tap it down and then stand up and pass it, but he fucked up that little first tap, and then he wound up running for it and screwing it up. I don't know. That definitely sucked, man. But yeah, there's been a lot of those kinds of parts of the season when we feel like we've got it. This is our year. And you know, my buddy Eric always says it to me. He's like, man, like you said, we're spoiled. Think of how many other teams haven't ever been to the Super Bowl, and we had 3 in 4 years in the 90s. I mean, it's almost like we cashed our checks then. You know what I'm saying? Like now you have to go through this long period of sucking, which we've been doing for 25 years. Well, not sucking, just
we beat the shit out of Buffalo. We beat the shit out of Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? And we got to play them again. I was like, oh hell yeah, we're gonna kick their ass again. That was
or 2 seasons ago when we were on a streak and then we lose to the defeated Jets.
Yeah,
that was sad.
Exactly.
That was a killer. I was like, hey, yeah, we're still suck.
Yeah, man. It's almost like we can't find a way to just casually lose a game. There has to be some sort of heartbreaker where we're like not going to go to work for a week. It's, you know, they used to damage me, man, for long periods of time, and I don't know. I think thank God for my wife, man. She knew me. She's known me since I was a young kid, and she knew how to like kind of put it in perspective for me. And I definitely was just like, all right, I just can't let them. I can't let them kill my week for me, man. Just love them as much as I love them, but I'm just like, you got to taper those expectations nowadays, man.
Oh,
but
for sure.
We're always in the media. That's the way it's going to be, and you know, hopefully they do make some moves. We've got, I think the deadline is March 17th, right? We have until March 17th to give him a long-term deal or tag him.
For Dak, I think it's the 9th.
15th, 17th, 9th.
Yeah.
Something around there, yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of work to do, man. There's a lot of shuffling that has to happen, man, for us to free up like $20 million in cap space right now just to throw all of that at Dak for 1 year. And then after that, we have to start, because there's about 14 free agents we have on our list right now. We have to figure out whether we're going to retain them. Like, I don't even know how that is. Like, if I don't have any money in my bank account, like, I can't get that food. You know what I mean? Like, how do you not have any money as an NFL owner and then find ways to to sign like 4 people? Like, it doesn't. I don't know any of that shit. But
and we got to worry about
probably kind of like having a good meal to go into a sandwich.
It's stress, man. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, thanks for coming in and joining, man. I'm going to cut the show short a little bit tonight. I've got a couple things that I needed to do as well. I was happy that BG was able to come in and at least say hello, so we were able to give him some happy birthdays real quick. Angel says the team makes him drink. Yeah, it does. It does.
Makes me do a lot of things.
Yeah.
All right, Bob. Thanks for having me on, brother. Mike, take care, man.
All right, y'all. Take care. Thank you.
Be well.
Anybody out there that wants to join the Hard Hitters, let me know. I'm the national recruiter. Always looking for good, solid, you know what I mean, people that's going to be with it, and we're a big family. So,
attention.
Yeah, attention.
All right.
Have a good one, man.
All right.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Yeah, be well. Angel chilling out, hanging out. Sarah. Yeah, I was beyond excited too. I didn't know a lot about him. So, but anyway, guys, thanks for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next week. Be well.